If you've got a website, you absolutely have to have more people contact you ASAP. But how do you do that? That is the big question. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can get more people to contact you and get more leads and more business for your website. Let's talk about awesome contact pages. You want people to get in touch with you as easily and as fast as possible from your website. So your number one thing is to not hide yourself, to make sure you're easily accessible, whether it's by phone, by email, by someone coming to your actual location. That really depends on your business, of course. But in this video, we're going to take a look at some of the websites that are doing a really good job of letting people get in touch with them through their homepage and their contact pages and get basically more leads and more business to your website. So let's take a look at some really good examples here. People Metrics is a company that's doing this really well. This is their contact page. And as you can see, actually in the header of all their pages, they have their phone number and a contact us button, which is really, really important. It's bringing people to contact them really fast and really simply. Not everyone wants to use phone, but if they do, they can click on that really easily. Otherwise, they can get to the contact page here, which is really, really cool. And also at the bottom, you'll see they also have this information. They have their address, they have their phone number, and they also have their email. So these are all clickable as well. So the phone will click on a mobile phone so that you can click to call, and the email will open up an email client, and your address, obviously you need to type that in. And now if we scroll up and have a look at the actual contact form, they have a nice big heading there enticing you to get in touch, which is great. They're telling you what they can help you with, which is really cool. And then they also have a contact form. So if you don't want to email them, you don't want to actually call them, you can actually just fill in a form. You don't have to give your email address. Although of course they ask for it, you can give a false one, but then they won't get back to you. But you don't have to be on your email to do that, which is really cool. They also have the map here, so you can directly open and navigate in Google Maps if you want to go to their location. Could be you're visiting them or you have an appointment with them. That's also really important. Not everyone is getting to know them for the first time. They want to know the address, they want to send them a letter, they want to get in touch. And last, but maybe least important, is the social media. Some people just want to get onto your social media and get in touch, and that should always be available on your contact page as well, because people want to connect on social media. So these guys are doing everything right. They're giving all the opportunities to get in touch, to reach you, to connect with you, and to talk to you. And that's coming from all the pages as fast as possible, so they can get in touch at any time when they're on your website. And that is what you are aiming for. So let's take a look at another one. This is the Yfield Group. They're doing things a little bit differently, but again, in the header, they have the phone and the email and the social media. Typically, I wouldn't recommend you put your social media on the top of your header unless that's a really important communication channel for you. If it's not, then leave it out of your header, because it's enticing people to leave your website. Once they click on one of these, they're going to go to Facebook and they're never going to come back. So try not to encourage that in the header of all your pages, because it's basically leaking visitors from your website. But for the rest, these texts are a little bit small maybe, but on mobile they probably appear on the top and bigger. I'm not going to look at that in this video, but that's not bad. And then down in the footer, they've got, this is their contact page, they've got the map, and they've also got all the details on the left hand side here. Although the phone number is not click to call, I can see that by hovering here. You should always try and make all your phone numbers click to call, so people on phones can call you with one tap of the screen. So that's really important here. They've got all of that information, and again, they've got the different ways of contacting you separated into different icons, which is nice. And again, this isn't all click to call, which is a bit, not great. But this is a bigger company, and they also have multiple email addresses split out into the different kinds of things you want to get in touch for. So that's also really important. Different offices, May not be the case for you, but if you do have different offices and different locations, you'll want to split those out in your contact page and make them clear. I don't think the segregation here is necessarily clear. We could do with maybe more maps for each location, more icons for different kinds of communication, but they're doing a pretty good job. Another one I want to look at here is Combati. They've got a more simple one. They've got a smaller company. They've got obviously only one location. They've got the big contact form. They've got the phone number on the top, which is not click to call, I can see here, so they should fix that. They've got the Skype to call, which is great because a lot of us are online these days. If you work with a lot of online people and you're talking to a lot of customers, giving someone a Skype opportunity to call is a great extra mile that you can go to get more people talking to you. I work on Skype all the time, and I use that for service calls for my hosting companies and clients that I work with. So that is really good. Again, the social media is up here. I would move that to the footer and also have it on the contact page. It's a bit inconsistent here. They only have Facebook and Twitter, but they have more in the header. So I would make sure the consistency is there. They have their Skype here, their phone number, their email, all of them are clickable. They have their address. They don't have a map. I would add a map. And they also have a form, which is really, really good. So most of that's here, and in the footer, again, they've got most of these details, their address. It's a bit messy here with this social media likes. I would clean that up a little bit. It's a bit hard to read. Try and keep things clear, concise, and nicely segregated. And I find the font a little bit small on this website, but generally it's pretty good. Pixpo is another interesting one. They've done a fairly similar thing. They've got a nice big call to action here, which could potentially take you away from contacting them. But if that's the most important thing for you, then you could put that on the top. They want you to use their service, so they've put that on the top. Very simple contact form, name and address. They've got 2 locations, USA and India. They've got a support. They don't have a phone number, which is not great. They also don't have a very simple way of chatting with them. Oh, actually in the bottom right here is the chat. So that's really good because I want to be able to chat with service people. So if you're offering a service, having a chat, if you're a SaaS company offering online products, chat can be a really good way of getting people to talk to you ASAP. People don't always want to call or email. So chat can be another option. If you've got a lot of services, a lot of customers, a lot of products being sold, chat can push people that extra mile. So these guys are doing that, which is great. They don't have phone. Yeah, not all SaaS companies want to offer phone, and that can be a little bit annoying, but if you're not offering phone, you should at least have chat, because writing an email to you when I have a problem right now and waiting 6 hours to get a response is not great. The last one I want to look at here is Tune. Again, they have a nice big header enticing you to get in touch, and they only have a form here. They don't have any other way to get in touch that I can see scrolling through here. So that's not ideal, but it depends on your business model. If you're not easily contactable and you don't need people to easily get in touch with you, then potentially a form might be the only thing you need. However, that's very, very rare. So have a serious think about that. If you're only offering a form, is that good for your business? Usually it's not. So yeah, I don't know what this contact support button does here. Let's have a look, see where that takes us. It's very slow. It takes us to their help, which is a lot of stuff to fill in, schedule a callback. So they've got some options here for calling them, but they're a little bit hidden, which is not great. That should be on the contact form. It should be in the footer. It should be in the header. So this is an example of what exactly I wouldn't be doing, because you're making it more difficult. Some people like to hide behind all of these forms and reduce contact with their customers, but in the end it really annoys people. You lose customers, you make people more annoyed, you get people angry. So don't do that. Make calling, emailing, Skyping, chatting, all of that as easy as possible on your contact form and in your headers and footers, so that you get as many customers getting in touch as possible, whether it's solving problems, getting new leads, getting new customers, getting new projects, whatever it is you do, you typically want more ways to get in touch. So hope this has helped you guys. I'm going to go through an example of how to do this using some website builders in WordPress in another video, so look out for that one. Could be in the link below. I'll add that on when I do it later. And if you've liked this, give it a thumbs up. I'd like to hear from you guys. If you want me to check out your contact pages or you want some help designing your contact pages, let me know in the comments below. Or if you have a good example you want to show me, also put it in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.